Today, members voted to reject the company's latest offer by 64%.
Oh, I'm feeling energized. That, like we voted no today, tonight. That's all that matters right now.
As you see, Boeing workers, the ones that were on strike, had an offer come in today for Boeing. And that offer was, here, we're gonna give you this pay increase and some additional items in there. And all the strikers had to do was say, they're giving us what we want. Let's go ahead and get back to work. But instead, they said, you know what, all we care about is the pension. We appreciate the pay increase, but we really don't care about the pay increase.
We want the pension.
And so they rejected it. 64% of the workers that were on strike at Boeing said, we ain't taking it. We don't want it.
Come on, man!
We're okay being on strike with no pay, with no health care. No problem. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, I have a newsletter. Yes, a newsletter, and it's free. You cannot be free. It will give you tremendous value. That information is in the pinned comment and in the description. And also, too, if you need any type of financing, commercial or investment property financing, I've been a lender for almost 20 years. I can assist you with that, guys. That information is in the description. Guys, listen. It doesn't make sense to me to drag a company to bankruptcy.
We're broke.
For something that you're not going to get. I get it. Listen, I understand. You want the pension. You want the pay increase. And your union leaders told you, we will get everything and more that we deserve. They told you guys that. And now we're going into the second month of strikes. Boeing has lost, what, billions and billions of dollars? $5-6 billion? And now you get exactly what you want, minus the pension. Minus the pension. You know what? Let's just go ahead and start it.
Developing tonight, no deal. That's the message from Boeing machinists after they rejected an offer that would have ended a crippling strike.
Union leaders say this was the closest they came to possibly reaching a deal. Yet in the end, the strike will now go into its 7th week.
KENWO's Ryan Sims is live from Boeing Field tonight. And Ryan, nearly 2/3 of union members said this proposal wasn't good enough.
And Mary, because of that, there's a chance that this strike will now last through the holidays, with these facilities at Boeing Field and elsewhere now at a standstill.
Through the holidays? Listen. I'm sorry, workers. I'm sorry, strikers. There won't be a Boeing through the holidays. If you guys keep playing around, there will not be a Boeing during the holidays. I get it. Again, I want you to get the most. I want you to get those pay increases, get great benefits. I want you to get all the money. I really do. But let's be real here. You have to understand, you've been on strike for 2 months. The company is losing billions and billions, $100 million a day they're losing. We're gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you exactly what they were offered. Guys, listen. You're 5% off of what you asked for. You know how most people say, let's meet in the middle. How about we negotiate in the middle? Well, you guys have gotten 90% of what you asked for.
Congratulations.
You got 90% of the pay increase that you asked for. Instead of a 40% increase, you got 35.
It's trash.
You guys, no, that's really what we want. We want the pensions. I mean, they are marching around with pension for planes. Look, it's in the video. Pension for planes. They're telling you exactly what they want. They don't care about anything else. If you would have given them the pension and a 1% increase, they would have took it. Today's video is sponsored by Aura, and it's a really important time to be talking about them because hackers may have stolen every social security number of every American. I don't know about you, but that is extremely scary. Over 2.9 billion records were stolen from national public data, which provides personal information to employers and others doing background checks. These stolen records include a full person's name, address, date of birth, phone numbers, and most importantly, social security number. And members of the hacker group have reportedly released this information for free online. Now, this is crazy, guys. You gotta do everything in your power to protect yourself, and that's what it can do. It can help you protect yourself by monitoring your personal data and especially your social security number, which is one of the most important pieces of information that you have. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of data points like the dark web and public court records to detect and alert you of potential identity theft. Please use the link aura.com/Orlando and get those 2 weeks free. Now back to the video.
We remain on strike. Thank you.
And so goes the latest attempt to end this whopper of a work stoppage.
We reject this contract.
With 64% of Boeing machinists giving the no to a new deal.
There is a big gap that we couldn't reach, especially when it's been 16 years since we've had a chance to bargain every area of our contract.
Yes. Working every inch of the contract, haven't had the contract renewed in 16 years. I get all of that. I think you should go after the money that you think that you deserve. No problem. No problem with that. My issue is that I don't think that a lot of the workers understand and the strikers understand that there will be consequences for this. I have said it over and over and over again. Yes, you can reject. Yes, you can say, oh, we don't want this pay increase and we only want the pensions. And we will bring the company down to bankruptcy if we need to. Because guess what, guys? You can't make the planes without us. I get that. I get it. I understand. Trust me. But I need you guys to understand this. Again, Boeing will lay off people.
What did he say?
Boeing will furlough people. Matter of fact, we've seen it already. I've done videos on it, so it's not a surprise. With you guys continuing to reject offer after offer after offer after offer.
Yeah, I know, I heard that. That's corny.
What do you think is gonna happen at the very end? When you guys get back onto the line, into your jobs, I'm telling you, Boeing is gonna be like, pay decreases, furloughs, we're cutting departments, so we had to let them go. It's not that we got rid of them because they were on strike. We got rid of the department. We lost 8, 10, 12, $20 billion over this strike. We can't run all these departments. They didn't fire you because you went on strike. They fired you because these departments aren't needed anymore. No joke. I get tons of emails, tons of comments, tons of DMs on IG of people telling me, Orlando, this strike isn't going to end the way you think it's going to end. Huh? It's going to end with us holding a bag of money, laughing at you, telling you, guess what? We got everything we asked for and nothing happened.
If you got an issue with that, come see me. I'm about that. Big trust. Woo woo.
That is comical, because if you think that Boeing at the end of the day isn't gonna do something to save money, which means cutting you, which I say this on my channel 24/7, what is the number one thing? The number one thing that a corporation will do to save money. What's the number one thing? What's the first thing they're gonna go to? They're gonna fire people. They're gonna lay people off. They're not going to try to develop some new plane that will bring them trillions of dollars. No. Matter of fact, we're going to cut some plane programs. We're already backlogged on millions and millions and millions, $500 million worth of planes that we can't get out because of the strike. What do you think is going to happen to all of that? Let me guess, you're going to get everything that you want with no consequences. You guys are gonna learn. These companies aren't loyal.
Write it down and keep it for future reference.
There is a point of diminishing returns. And I believe you guys are at that. But let's go over, guys. Let's go over what were they offered that they said no to. It had to be a really bad deal.
If this deal did pass, it would have given workers a 35% wage increase over 4 years, as well as a $7,000 signing bonus. Yet union members want 40% hikes. That's in addition to a restoration of pensions a full decade after they lost their plans.
There's some deep wounds that were driven out of takeaways and concessions.
As a result of this rejection, 33,000 machinists will remain off the job.
So did you guys just see what I saw, right? So let's go back and take a look at that, just so we can see what's on the screen here, so that we all can be on the same page. A 35% pay increase. They were asking for 40. Somebody help me with the math here. Doesn't it seem like it would be better off going back to work than fighting for 5% through the rest of the holiday season? I'm just saying, like, think about it. They offer you 35% to get back to work. You ask for 40. You say, nah, we're going to fight for the extra 5%. Why are you crazy? For the next 3 months past the holiday season, maybe going into the next year, maybe putting the company into bankruptcy. Probably. You think that's worth 5%? Then you get an additional $7,000 signing bonus, which adds on to the additional money that you just got on the raise, which is neither here or there. But the one thing that you guys said, it's not even a discussion. It's because they didn't offer return of pensions.
Now the main problem area is up here. This area is not good either. I hate this, but I'm mainly worried about this.
I don't know how many times I've seen in comic sections. You even go to the comic sections or into these forums and you see all the Boeing workers say the same thing. We want our pensions. Oh, come on! That's what they're saying in the forums. That's what they're saying online. In the comic section, Boeing workers will not go back to work unless they get the pension. They don't really care about the pay increase. At least that's what it says on some of these online forums. That's the sentiment I'm getting based on media outlets, interviews, and things of that nature. And then them also walking around with signs that says, no pension, no planes. I mean, that kind of says it all, right? But the weird thing about this is you still have to have a company to pay the pensions. Let's make sense of this. You're telling me you're willing to burn down a company that you want to get a pension from, but you need the company to be alive, to be doing well for it to pay the pension. And that's what's not going to happen to Boeing. Boeing is going to cut departments. They're going to furlough people. They're going to do multitude of things to avoid losing the business itself. But let's continue.
They just moved the numbers around on the board to make it look like they were giving us a good offer.
It's just another job. If you're not going to work for Boeing, you could work for, Weyerhaeuser or Dunlop or, many other companies.
As this strike continues, Boeing's bottom line in deep trouble, with the company announcing it lost $6 billion in the last quarter alone.
I think what that gentleman is saying there when he was like, you can work for any company, I believe he's saying that that's what the pay increase is like you could just go work for somewhere else. At least what I got from it was he was saying that having the pension is what makes it so great working for Boeing. And that's what says that you worked at Boeing versus if they have just a regular pay increase, he could go work for a Weyerhaeuser or any other competitor or company, because a pay increase is a pay increase, but a pension is something else. Fact. That's basically what it sounds like he's saying. And again, I understand the reason why someone wants a pension, but pensions are gone, guys. I'm just being honest with you. Pensions are gone. To get a company to go back on putting pensions back into place, I mean, maybe this is the crazy thing of destroying a company. Even though I think it's counterproductive, maybe that is. Maybe I'm naive. That's what some of the Boeing employees call me. They'd be like, you're so naive. You're so naive. The company won't do anything to us. We own Boeing. We're machinists. They can't make the planes without us. We're holding them by their necks, and there's nothing they can do. And I go, I think you're wrong on that, but that's neither here or there. My point is that there will be consequences with this whole Boeing scenario, and that it is a shame. I do think that they should have taken that deal, but then again, their biggest issue is the pension, and if they're willing to die on that hill when it comes to pension, I guess they have to take all the consequences that come along with it. It just so happens that the consequence just doesn't involve union workers. It involves other people that are currently still working at Boeing, and they're going to feel all the craziness that happens with Boeing over the next year. Let it be department cutoffs, no matter it be furloughs, salary cuts, layoffs, people getting fired. There's a ton of things that can happen and that probably will happen. But I will keep you guys updated on this story, guys. Listen, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get worse before it gets better, like I always say. And anyway, I hope you got value out of this content, guys. But you won't get all of your information from this one video. You need to watch this video right here. Yes, this video right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get into your first rental property. And the information you would get from those videos, guys, it will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.